chance and certainly hanging around with postseason hopes as well. So there's that. Man, we were on location yesterday. There was a couple of things maybe got past the goalie, but this college basketball poll, I just kind of realized and recognized I looked with, Gator interest after Florida beat the number one team in the country, Auburn, over the weekend, giving them 2 wins over number ones this year. I was curious at 20-3, would Florida get any votes as the number one team in the country? And sure as sugar, 3 of the college basketball coaches who vote in the poll did indeed slot Todd Golden's team at number one in the land. That's got to be the first time since, I don't know, the Final Four run with Patrick Young. Billy Donovan's still the coach. Probably the last time Florida got number one votes over the course of that season. I think that was a one-loss season, an undefeated season in the SEC. The Gators were the top overall seed in the tournament. And I don't imagine Florida's had a vote as the number one team in the country since then. They check in at number 3 in the latest coaches poll. And here's the interesting thing about the coaches poll. 1, 2, 3, 4, all SEC. So the net rankings and the analytics, the record against other conferences, now the coaches' eyeballs themselves. The SEC has done nothing to diminish that early season narrative that they could have 12 or 13 teams in the tournament. It's still kind of looking that way. I don't know. I'm sure it's happened in the past with some conference. I doubt it's ever happened with SEC schools that the top 4 teams this late in the season in the coaches poll are SEC. Alabama, by the way, has moved to number 1. Florida plays Alabama later this year. Now, it's late. There's too many games between now and then to wonder if the Tide might be number 1. But what if they are? What if Florida has the opportunity in a single season to beat not 1, not 2, but 3, in this case, different number 1 teams? Again, the Alabama game maybe second to last on the schedule. Florida, compared to what they played here in those last 3 or 4 games, gets a relative breather. I say that Mississippi State on the schedule tonight, they're a top 20 team, but I think maybe LSU is coming up in the next few. There was one other one that didn't strike top 10 fear in you, at least for sure. So anyway, top 4 in the college basketball coaches poll, all SEC schools. Alabama 1, Auburn 2, Florida 3, and Tennessee 4. I'm going to say something that's going to warm the cockles of your heart back there in the studio, because I know what a LeBron fan you are.
Talk to me.
Yeah, Luka made his debut last night. Lakers won. Luka, they eased him into it. I think he had 14 points and 8 boards or something.
Yeah,
solid. Nothing spectacular, but solid. He made plays the first 2 or 3 times he touched the basketball yesterday. So his addition to the Lakers still leaves them without a center after that trade was rescinded over the weekend. We didn't really talk about that yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm here to say, I think the Lakers could be bona fide in the playoffs. Now, will that lack of center kill them? I don't know. But I had this conversation yesterday with the Bit Man. The Bit Man, by the way, is a JU alum, a JU athletic alum, played on the golf team here at JU. I bet you just about everyone listening right now knows somebody that played sports at JU. You do, E.
I know a couple.
Sure. I bet you and I'm talking outside even of, Murph and guys that we have on.
Yeah, exactly.
You probably know somebody. Yeah, I played baseball at JU. Oh, yeah, I played golf at JU, whatever it is. But anyway.
Something, yep.
Sure, right. I was talking, though, with the Bit Man, and I made this point. Yeah, I've been following sports like a psychopath since I was about 4 or 5 years old.
For sure.
Right? LeBron at 40 is the GOAT in my lifetime of an athlete keeping his physicality, his peak performance, his athleticism. It doesn't come easy or natural. He's got to be putting in a ton of work. What he's doing at the age of 40 and how representative that is of like a 28 or 30 or 32-year-old is unlike anything I have ever seen. And we've seen athletes succeed at older ages, and Tom Brady certainly comes to mind, but no one's going to confuse Tom Brady and LeBron for the athleticism. And quite frankly, there's more wear and tear. There's not as many impact hits and more wear and tear on a basketball player, 82 games a year, year after year. What LeBron is doing at this age leads me to think they could be a contender in the West, even with those good young teams.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, Luka's a doggone difference maker, man. I mean, let's don't lose sight of what has happened here. This coup, this NBA-inspired conspiracy, this manipulation to make sure that the Lakers maintain relevance. Witness 2 games immediately being picked up by ESPN, the Saturday game in which Doncic ended up not playing, and then again last night. Who's watching the Lakers and the Jazz on ESPN if Luka hadn't just joined them? And who watched them anyway? I'm not sure.
Austin Reeves went for 45, though.
Yeah, Austin Reeves is playing.
Yeah.
Listen, they're fine. I mean, outside of the center position and maybe even the power forward position, they're as good as anybody. I mean, Reeves, Doncic, and LeBron are going to run with anybody out west. But man, it's going to come down, to the postseason and some really good teams who have really good big men, right? I mean, Oklahoma City's got Holmgren. They got big dudes in the middle. The Nuggets got the Joker. So will that ultimately be an Achilles heel? I don't know, but they're playing awful good. I see they have the best record in the NBA, I think, in the month of January, or since the month of January. They're like 13-2 in their last 15, but they got a win last night. Luka made his debut. That's all I was going to say. All right, lessons learned from the Super Bowl applied to the Jaguars. We had breakfast with Baselli yesterday. Had a number of comments in the shadow of the Eagles' dominant win on Sunday night, and there's some things that you would, some models that you can follow, and I think some comparisons that can bring you some optimism. So we will tiptoe and dabble back into that when we come back on the other side. Broadcasting this morning live from Jacksonville University. It's JU Day. We'll celebrate JU Athletics today. Give you a chance to pick up some really cool silent auction items. Just text JU Day to 76278. It's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. We're coming back with more next. You're listening to 1010XL on 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Catch Gators basketball on 1010XL.
Top 5 Florida looks to make Mississippi State their next victim. Gators Bulldogs, tonight at 7 on 1010 AM.
When you're experiencing sudden, unexpected dental pain, the last thing you want to hear is that your dentist can't see you until next week. That's why I'm so glad I found Harbor Dental Care. Whenever I call, they always find a way to see me within 24 hours, and they can usually fix whatever's wrong the same day. Plus, they have locations throughout Jacksonville, so no matter what side of town I'm on, I can always count on the same great care. If you want to find a dentist who believes in treating people right, learn more at harbordental.care. That's HARBOUR dental.care.
Get this thing unwrapped here. Duval!
Prize, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, and I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. John's County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Daily Stash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce, tomato, crispy and fresh, like me. I'm sure there's a Daily Stash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course,
oven roasted beef, Munster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it!" and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Daily Stash sandwich or sub for you.
Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Daily Stash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
Tired of seeing the signs of aging in the mirror, fine lines, sun damage, redness? They don't have to be part of your future. I'm Dr. Mark Capel, a board-certified dermatologist, and I can help you look and feel your best without invasive surgery or painful treatments. Imagine rejuvenating your skin in a relaxing, comfortable environment with minimal to no downtime. Smooth out fine lines, even skin tone, and restore that youthful glow. Find out how to look and feel your best at dermagnify.com. Dermagnify.com.
Upgrade your home with the winning combination of style and performance from Renewal by Andersen. Energy efficient, custom-built replacement windows and doors. For a limited time, buy 4 windows or patio doors and get the 5th free. Plus, 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months. This offer expires February 28th. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
Are you an experienced chiller technician and looking for a role where your skills are truly valued? It's time to make the move to Local 234, plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. You'll get top pay, comprehensive health and welfare benefits for your family, and a pension that doesn't come out of your pocket. Join the team that's got your back. Local 234, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit UA234.com to send your resume today.
Equal opportunity employer.
Looking for a unique way to boost your team's spirit or raise funds for an organization? How about a thrilling, action-packed game of poker at Best Bet? Experience the thrill of poker while enhancing teamwork and communication skills. Whether you're a novice or a pro, our expert dealers will guide you through every hand. Enjoy delicious food, refreshing drinks, and a lively atmosphere, all at Best Bet. It's the perfect blend of fun and games. Book your team building or charity event today. Visit bestbetjacks.com. That's bestbetjacks.com.
The Combine, free agency, the draft.
We're professionals. We have a job to do, a season to plan.
Follow the road to the regular season with AA Automotive on Richard Street. Family run since 1954 and 1010XL.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
An ACL tear can be a devastating injury with prolonged pain and rehabilitation. Hi, I'm Dr. George Bari. I'm a sports medicine orthopedic surgeon who grew up right here in Jacksonville and then went on to train with the world-renowned Dr. James Andrews. At Bari Orthopedics, we use the most current techniques to get you back in the field with less pain and quicker rehabilitation. We treat all types of sports injuries with the newest techniques available. Please call us for consultation or visit BariOrthopedics.com.
Find out more at BariOrthopedics.com. That's BAHRI Orthopedics.com.
Got a cracked windshield? Not only is it dangerous, but did you know it's also illegal? Call Baker Glass. Matt and his crew use the best auto glass in the market, and they accept most insurance. Plus, all new windshields come with a full warranty. From cars to trucks to RVs, you can count on Baker Glass to be fast and friendly. Just check out their Google reviews. Come see us at the shop on Casta Avenue, or we can come to you at your home or business.
I'm back with Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Easing you back in here in the 6 o'clock hour. We're live at JU. More on JU Day as we move along. We're going to have Dee Brown, former JU basketball great, sitting in with us at 8 a.m. Daniel Murphy, 9 a.m. Text JU Day to 76278. All kinds of cool auction items there for you. Going to start with a Shazam Spotlight this morning, ET. The Shazam Spotlight brought to you by ShazamAuto.com. Experience the Murray Ford Superstores. Man, I've used them 2-3 times now, and it will continue. The customer service, by the way, the products have been terrific. Ranger, the truck of the year, I don't want to brag. But go to the Murray Ford Superstore, Shazam, and with this Shazam.com, you can tell them all about this. Hey, guys there at Murray at Shazam, did you know that apparently the Super Bowl 59 between Philadelphia and Kansas City had a record average audience of 126 million viewers. That just seems sacrilegious. That was one of the worst Super Bowls of all time. I hope you didn't turn off eyes for years to come. It feels like this game doesn't deserve to be spotlighted, but you add in all the elements, the Chiefs search for a three-peat, the Taylor Swift effect, the halftime show and the commercials that keep you hooked in. You have, a lot of ways that they added this game up. Televised by Fox, Fox Deportes, Telemundo, streamed on Tubi, also on the NFL's digital platforms. The projections Monday included Nielsen's early numbers and streaming data from Tubi and the NFL. We're going to get more updated and complete numbers today. It will be the second straight year the Super Bowl got to a record audience, and with all the various platforms, that makes sense. The Chiefs' overtime victory over San Francisco last year averaged 123.7. And again, that was a great Super Bowl game, as evidenced by the overtime. This year's game peaked in the second quarter at 135.7 million. All right, what lessons can we learn here in Jacksonville? One constant drumbeat, shared opinion, maybe not across the entire fan base, but I think we can all agree, no matter what that number is, how big the jump is or the gap should be, this, looking at the roster, experiencing this nucleus, when they do have success, it doesn't feel like we're some 4-win team that is in desperate shape 3 or 4 years away from being built. That is not the feel. It feels, and this is shared, again, by many of us in the media, by the team itself, who is going to ride this wave of optimism. I was at a Super Bowl party Sunday night. A couple people asked me what you think about the Jaguars, and here's what I said. This would be my advice for y'all out there as well. If you can't be optimistic now, why be a fan? Right? You got a team that had a winning record in back-to-back years that went completely off the shelf last year. We've had a complete changeover in the brain trust, in the game day, the coaching, the evaluation, top to bottom. There's still a nucleus of players there that I don't think the maximum has been gotten out of. And so there is enough there for y'all to, do the, what is it, the safety test where you close your eyes and you fall backwards? I know the Jags just let us fall right on our keister year after year after year, but at least for now, I choose to be optimistic, ET. And the reason I choose to be optimistic is, okay, now let's go to the lessons learned. And we had breakfast with Baselli yesterday. And I got a couple of comments here that are going to apply, but here's one outside of what I'm going to play for you. The importance of the lines of scrimmage were certainly in evidence Sunday night. The Eagles' ability to beat up the offensive line of the Chiefs serves two purposes for the Jaguars. It shows how a dominant defensive line is a game changer, and we ain't had one, especially on the interior, for years. And it also shows you how you better have the offensive line, or even Patrick Mahomes isn't going to be enough. And that Chiefs offensive line, I promise you, they're not going to stand pat. They'll be moving and shaking and wheeling and dealing and putting a better offensive line on the field next year. The Jaguars' lines of scrimmage, no one deserves on that offensive line a grain, not a speck of entitlement. All 5 of them, their jobs should be on the line. All 5 could be replaced with better players. None of them play at a high enough level to be a dominant offensive line. Not a one. So I know we're tied to young tackles here, and I know we spent money in veteran free agency. You could go get 5 new ones. It would not affect my optimism. That's point 1. Point 2, it's time to end the charade of incompetence of roster management of the defensive line. What a joke, man. Look at all the money we spent on guys. From the Foley Fadakasis to the Eric Armsteads to the Roy Robertson Harris to the misjudged false hope of development of the Devon Hamiltons and the Tyler Lacey's. I mean, not a one is making impact plays on the regular. So lesson learned number 1, They're playing big boy in the trench, junkyard football, and we're trotting out a bunch of chihuahuas, man. The D and all lines got to be rebuilt. None of them play good enough. Yeah, we can analytic. I can break it down. Well, this guy's good in that. This guy's okay. And by the way, I'm not stupid. I know we're not, trotting 9 new guys out there. The ends for sure on the defensive side of the ball are fine, and you can't replace everyone. I mean, you got young tackle for sure at right tackle. But, I mean, some of these extensions that were made in the old regime, we need to make sure that they're the right ones. Because keeping Trevor upright and in the flow of an offense with now a new design and play caller is of the utmost importance. So another lesson learned from the Super Bowl. E.T., Jalen Hurts, really good quarterback. No one's throwing him into the conversation for the top 5 in the league, right?
That's correct.
Right? You don't have to have Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson. The latter of 2, I'll remind you, haven't won a Super Bowl. Let's look at the Super Bowls won by players other than Patrick Mahomes of late. And we'll take Brady out because he's retired. But who won him? Jalen Hurts won one last night.
Yep.
Matthew Stafford won one.
Yep.
Nick Foles. Point being, we got to get a lot better in a lot of other places. Trevor Lawrence is more than good enough to win a Super Bowl, something Tony Baselli tripled down on with us yesterday on Breakfast with Baselli in the 7 o'clock hour.
I believe, and I have a strong conviction, that Trevor Lawrence will bring a Lombardi trophy to Jacksonville as the starting quarterback of this team. I believe that. And I believe this is the day I met him and we drafted him. And that has not changed one bit.
All right. What fuels that belief, what can feed it to a degree, is new ownership of the offense, and can we get some continuity going? For various reasons, Trevor Lawrence has already played for Urban Meyer. He's played for Darrell Bevell. He's played for Doug Peterson. Now he'll be playing for Liam Cohen. That's 4. Just as many offensive coordinators. An offensive system last year that they say it doesn't matter, but if we don't know who's calling the plays, and it seems to wishy-washy back and forth, I don't know what, if any, impact that has on the actual roster, on the quarterback, on the team. So there's also this, because I'll tell you something else that Tony will triple down on. That's his belief in Liam Cohen.
We knew what we were looking for in a head coach, and Shad was very clear of kind of where he saw it and where he wanted to go, and we went through the process. And at the end of it, we landed on the right guy. And I'll tell you, I was excited the night we offered him the job and he accepted it. I am more convicted after being with him for 10+ days and working side by side with Liam Cohen that we picked the right guy.
All right, so Breakfast with Baselli goes on sabbatical, not because of his new job title, but because we're outside of football season, and we will work. We'll work at in some form or fashion his impact on the drill and on the station through a variety of potential options that we'll work on between now and next football season. But man, the work never stops, right? It's on to scouting the college players. Combine's coming up shortly. We'll have the beginning of the NFL new year about a month away now, and the free agency that comes along with that. You know what else we have today, E?
What's that?
We have an updated for now that the Super Bowl is over. We have a new slotting to get hectic. That's right. The power poll was out.
I kind of
cheat. Yeah, I won't be able to guess this time because I wasn't in getting kind of hectic mode, and I went ahead and cheated and looked at where the Jaguars might be.
I know.
Now, lesser character would have sat here and shut my mouth and then, quote, correctly guessed exactly where we were. But full disclosure, I do know where the Jags stack up. So let's come back with a football fix. We are live at JU. More on that when we return as well. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday on The Drill.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
This is Brent Musburger's Visa in Action update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
A busy night of Southeastern Conference basketball today. The third-ranked Florida Gators, a 2.5-point road favorite at Mississippi State today. Bulldogs ranked 22nd, total 151.5 at the Humphrey Coliseum. The top-ranked Auburn Tigers, 9.5-point road favorites at Vanderbilt, 157.5 the total. Number 2, Alabama, 5-point road favorite at Texas, 164.5 the total at the Moody Coliseum in Austin. Number 5, Tennessee, 1.5-point road favorite at number 15, Kentucky. The total 149 at Rupp Arena in Lexington. Scotty Scheffler, the 4-1 favorite to win this week's Genesis Invitational. $250 bonus and you open up a G-Bank Visa signature card. Visa.com/GBank. Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
Love is in the air this February, but nothing kills the mood like a plumbing or HVAC problem. Whether it's a leaky pipe, a backed up septic tank, or your heater isn't keeping things cozy, don't worry. We've got you covered. Call Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. Our expert team is here to keep your home running smooth, no matter the issue. When you're stuck, call the Duck, 904-862-6769, or online at duckduckrooter.com.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Your new roof from Universal Roof and Contracting can help save a life. Percentage of every new roof this month will go to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. St. Jude's is leading the way. The world understands, treats, and defeats childhood cancer and other life-threatening diseases. Call 855-ROOF-HELP or visit universalroof.com to schedule your free roof inspection. This promotion ends February 28th. Universal Roof and Contracting, protecting your home, building your trust. License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
I'm here with Danny Van Sickle, Director of the Electrical Training Alliance. Danny, tell me about your program.
Hey, Rick, we're a 4-year electrical apprenticeship. Our students start out making over $40,000 a year and right now make over $90,000 a year, including benefits. There is no tuition or student debt. You just have to apply and get accepted.
Did you say no tuition and no student debt?
You heard that right, Rick. Once you're accepted to the program, your only cost for the books and the course fees, about $800 a year.
That sounds like an amazing opportunity. How can I learn more?
Just go to etajax.org and you can apply there.
Apply by May 15th.
Fish know where to hide. Captain Kevin knows how to find them.
That's a big one.
Listen for the Wing Power Fishing Forecast Show, brought to you by Awaken 180 Weight Loss and Royal Pest Services.
Thursday nights at 6
on 1010XL AM.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay and Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Hammond, Valentine's Day is coming up. Got any romantic plans?
Dad, I'm married to Clean Air. My plan is to help Jacksonville families breathe easier.
You're helpless, but Clean Air does sound nice.